Hello, my little explorers. So, welcome back to StudyBee. Today, we are going on an exciting nature trail adventure in the forest of Panchmadi, Madhya Pradesh. So, I welcome you to StudyBee. So, this is the third chapter of Class 4 EVS. Okay, and here we are going to study about the nature. Tell me, have you ever seen a banyan tree with a hanging roots? ना अ banyan tree, तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि इसके रूट्स ऊपर से निकलते हैं ना. दे आर कॉल्ड हैंगिंग रूट्स. ओके, हैव यू सीन अ बर्ड डाइविंग इनटू वाटर? ना, हाउ द बर्ड्स डाइव इनटू द वाटर. Or have you seen a spider weaving a web? Have you seen butterflies? So, in nature, you can find a lot of amazing things. Now, so let's go on an adventure to explore plants and animals around us. Now, nature is a home to variety of plants, animals, birds and insects. तो हमारे नेचर में क्या होते हैं? बहुत सारे प्लांट्स हैं, एनिमल्स है, लैंड एनिमल्स, वाटर एनिमल्स ना, बर्ड्स हैं, इंसेक्ट्स हैं, रेप्टाइल्स हैं. सो नेचर इज फुल ऑफ अमेजिंग एनिमल्स एंड प्लांट्स, and each of these play a very important role in our world. तो सारे प्लांट्स, सारे एनिमल्स, चाहे वो एक छोटा सा एंट हो या बहुत बड़ा एलिफेंट, every creature is important for our world. Okay, so we should all live together and consider this world as a one family. हमें इस होल वर्ल्ड को एक फैमिली की तरह कंसिडर करना चाहिए और मिलजुल कर साथ रहना चाहिए ना. इन संस्कृत वी कॉल्ड इट एज अ वसुदेव कुटुंबकम, यानी कि पूरा वर्ल्ड एक फैमिली है. और फैमिली में कोई झगड़ा करता है क्या? नहीं, हम साथ मिलकर रहते हैं. तो अगर हम इस होल वर्ल्ड को अगर फैमिली कंसिडर करें, सो एवरी क्रिएचर ऑन दिस वर्ल्ड इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द फैमिली. अब फैमिली का पार्ट है तो क्या होगा? उसके साथ हम मिलजुल कर रहेंगे, साथ रहेंगे. वी शुड नॉट हार्म एनी ऑफ द क्रिएचर ना. किसी भी एनिमल को या प्लांट को हमें परेशान नहीं करना है. सो हमें साथ रहना है. So in this chapter, the students, they visit a forest, okay, and with their teacher, and they meet Abha Didi, who is a nature scientist. Okay, so here they went to Panchmari Biosphere Reserve. Okay, and this Panchmari Biosphere Reserve is in Madhya Pradesh. So Biosphere Reserve is basically you can say a small jungle, okay, where there are different types of plants, okay, and animals. They live in a natural habitat now, and no one will disturb. No human can go inside and disturb these animals and plants. Okay, so you can go and visit, but आपको दूर से देखना है एनिमल्स को. आप वो एक नेचुरल हैबिटेट में रहते हैं. दिस इज नॉट लाइक अ जू. जू में तो वो केज में रहते हैं, लोग जाते हैं, वो उनका नेचुरल हैबिटेट नहीं है ना. एनिमल्स कहाँ रहते हैं? एनिमल्स जंगल में रहते हैं. वो अपना खाना खुद ढूंढते हैं, अपना शेल्टर खुद ढूंढते हैं. तो सेम काइंड ऑफ अ सिचुएशन यहाँ होता है. Okay, humans don't go there, they don't feed the animals. Okay, so students, they go on a nature trail to Panchmadi, which is in Madhya Pradesh. So they meet Abha Didi. Okay, she is a nature scientist. So nature scientist कौन होते हैं? They study about plants and animals. Okay, so Abha Didi क्या बोलती है? So before starting the trail, you have to follow some rules. So the most important rule is we must not harm any plants or animals. ना आप जा रहे हो, आप दूर से देखोगे, पर आपको किसी भी प्लांट को या एनिमल्स को हार्म नहीं करना है. ठीक है, दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रूल ऑफ द नेचर ट्रेल. सो कुछ सेफ्टी रूल्स फॉलो करने चाहिए. नॉट ओनली व्हेन यू गो टू एनी पार्क, एवरीवेयर यू शुड फॉलो दीज रूल्स ऑफ द नेचर. सो क्या डूज एंड डोंट्स हैं? सो बी केयरफुल इन अ न्यू प्लेस. अगर आप न्यू प्लेस में जा रहे हो तो बहुत केयरफुल रहना है. सो नाउ यू नो दैट यू आर गोइंग टू सी एनिमल्स, बर्ड्स, many different types of plants, so you don't have to pluck flowers or break the branches. Okay, then you don't tease the animals or you don't need to feed the animals. You should not throw garbage or throw any polythene bags in the nature. No, they will just pollute the surrounding. So be careful, we have to save the nature. Okay, so these rules are very, very, very important. Now the children are in the forest. Now what they see in the forest? They see a lot of animals. There are different variety of animals. So what they see animals, they saw monkeys, they saw deer, snakes, eagles, tigers, a lot of animals. Now some animals live on land, no? Like elephant, deer, they live on land. Tiger, right? Some fly like eagles, no? They fly in the sky. Even there are some animals who live in water also, like fish, crocodile, they live in water. So here they saw elephant, they saw sparrow, a squirrel, and there is a very interesting animal, that is spectacled monkey. Now you can see a white patch here. You can see a white patch. Now you can see a white patch here. So it looks like they are wearing some specs. ना ऐसा लगता है कि वो कुछ चश्मा पहने हैं because of this white color patch. So they are known as a spectacled monkey. Okay, so here you see elephant, they have a long trunk to take food and water. So this elephant has a very long trunk, and through this long trunk what they do? They take food and water. Sparrow you easily find in near your house. They come to the balcony, or you can see in your surrounding very easily. Then they are brown color. They have a short and strong beak, and they can eat some nuts and grains. They saw squirrel, and this squirrel, it has a very sharp claws through which they can climb the tree. बहुत sharp claws होते हैं, and they can climb the trees. And they have a floppy tail. You can see in the picture they have a floppy tail. So now here what you have to do is just list out animals into two groups. Some animals live on land, and some, like birds, they fly in the sky. So make two groups and list out the animals which live on land and list out the birds which fly in the sky. Write as many as you can. जितना आता है आप लिखो and put it in the comment. Okay? So what the students saw in the forest? They saw a Indian giant squirrel. Okay, Indian giant squirrel, and you see it's so giant. कितना बड़ा है? And you see they have a big red color. Oh, this is so big, and it's a red color, and it's looking so unique and beautiful, right? And they have a very long floppy tail. Okay. Now the next animals they saw is spectacled monkey, and you see how cute they are looking. So this is the state animal of Tripura. आप जानते हो कि we have a national animal, national bird. No, national bird is peacock, national animal is tiger, right? Like that, every state has a state animal. So this spectacled monkey is the state animal of Tripura. Okay, it is the state animal of Tripura. So the white patch you can see around its eyes, it looks like they are wearing some specs. That's why they are known as a spectacled monkey. So any of you have seen this monkey? If yes, write your answer in the comment. Now the next animal they saw is gaur. They look like buffalo. ना ये buffalo की तरह दिख रहा है, but they are much bigger and stronger, and they have shorter horns. Okay, and but they are quite bigger in size. Buffalo is little smaller than these. Okay, but these gaurs are quite huge. Now, every animal you see, they are unique. They have unique features. Now, every animal is different from the others, and their unique features made them different. ना हर एनिमल आप देखो कि कुछ यूनिक फीचर्स होता है, और ये नहीं यूनिक फीचर्स की वजह से क्या होता है कि दे लुक डिफरेंट. ओके, like elephant, they have a long trunk, and through this long trunk they can take food and water in their mouth. Sparrow, they have short strong beak to crack the seeds. Okay, squirrel, they have a sharp claws to climb the trees, and they have a fluffy tail also. So every animal is unique because of their unique features. Okay, and these unique features decide their habitat, eating habit. No, like a lion or a tiger, they have a very sharp teeth. Through that they can tear the flesh. किसी भी animals को वो मार कर उसके flesh को खा सकते हैं. But elephant, they don't have very sharp teeth. So you see, the features of the animals decide what is their eating habit and the other activities. No? So elephant will not eat any flesh. What they eat? They eat leaves, they eat bark of the trees. देख वो क्या करते हैं, trees के जो bark होते हैं ना वो खाते हैं. Okay, because elephants are very strong, they can tear the separate the bark of the trees. बहुत बड़े बड़े पेड़ के जो bark होते हैं trees के, वो separate करके वो खाते हैं. So whatever the features the animals have, based on that they have their eating habit and other characteristics. Now, not only animals, these students saw lot of different birds. So birds के पास क्या होते हैं? The birds have beaks. ना beaks क्या होते हैं? ये this is the beaks. आप देखो कि हर birds की different types of beaks है. किसी का curve है, किसी का long है, किसी का short है, किसी का pointed है ना. So all the different birds have different types of beaks. So just by looking at the beaks you can identify which bird it is. ना सिर्फ beaks को देख के आप बता सकते हो कि ये कौन सा bird है ना. Now claws, if you see their claws, now you see the claws of an eagle, the claws of a peacock, the claws of a hornbill, all are different, right? So the birds have beaks, claws, which help them in eating and other activities. Okay? Now some birds, like you see, this is called a hornbill. Now this is a hornbill. So ये hornbill, why they are called hornbill? Because you see कि इनके हेड पे क्या होता है, एक हेड गियर होता है, एक हॉर्न की तरह ना. That's why they are called as a hornbill. And also they have a very long beak. Okay. Owl, no, you see owl has a very they can see at night, na. You will not find the owl during the daytime, they only come during the night time. Peacock, have you seen peacock? They are very beautiful. If they spread their feathers, no, it's very pretty. Now tell me, how many of you have seen peacock? Put your answer in the comment. I'll give a heart. Eagles have sharp claws. Now you see the claws of a eagle, they are very sharp. And why they are sharp? क्योंकि वो hunt करते हैं, वो flesh खाते हैं animals के. So they have a sharp claws so that they can kill the animals. Okay, and they can eat it. So as I told you, the beaks and the claws, they help in their eating and other activities. Different birds have different beaks, claws, and they have a different food habit. आप देखो, eagle, I told you, they have a very sharp and curved claws. For what purpose? So that they can catch their prey. No, they eat flesh. Eagle क्या खाते हैं? Flesh खाते हैं. Flesh of other animals. So with the help of these sharp curved claws, they can catch the fish easily. Okay. Now, this sparrow. This sparrow has a very short and but very strong beaks. With this, they can break the nuts easily. Woodpecker, आपको पता है, they make their home in a tree and they make a hole in the tree. ठीक है? So you see, the woodpecker have a very strong and pointed beak, so that they can make a hole in the tree, and they will find the insects present in the tree and they eat them. Duck, now you see the duck, very flat kind of a beak, and also they have a webbed feet so that they can swim in water. ना जो भी animals अगर water में float कर रहे हैं, swim कर रहे हैं, they have a webbed feet so that they can swim in the water. Okay. Parrot, have you seen parrot? Parrot is commonly seen in near our house, ना. And even कुछ लोग parrot को as a pet भी रखते हैं घर पे. So parrot, you see, they have a hook-like beak, so that they can easily eat the fruits, nuts. Now, there is another bird. They saw sunbird. This is a sunbird. Have you ever seen a sunbird? Now you see the beak of a sunbird. It's a long beak. So this long beak helps them to drink nectar from flowers. Okay? It helps them to drink nectar from flowers. Now this is an activity for you and you have to do it. What you have to do? क्या करना है? You have to make this chart. Okay? In your notebook, wherever you make this chart. List out the birds which you see around your house. Like for example, you saw a sparrow near your house. So write the color. What is the color of that bird? What is the shape of the beak? And some interesting facts, what they eat or what other activities they do. Like generally you can find pigeon or you can find a crow. No? So try to find more and more birds and list out. So you will get to know that how the birds are also different from each other, and they all have a different features. Now, so the students have saw some animals, they saw birds, and now they saw water animals. So water animals क्या होते हैं? So जो animals water में रहते हैं. So कौन से animals पानी में रहते हैं? So everyone can think of a fish, ना? Immediately water animal बोलते हैं तो fish का picture दिमाग में आता है कि no, fish lives in water. So yes, so fishes, you can find a crocodile, they also live in water. You can find a frog, they also live in water. You can find some snakes, they also live in water. Now, octopus, whale, dolphin. There are a lot of animals who live in water. So, वो कैसे survive करते हैं water में? So they have got special features. Okay, they have got some special features which help them to survive. So जो animals land पे रहते हैं उनके जो features होते हैं वो different होते हैं. जो animals water में रहते हैं they have a different features. Okay, so these features help them to survive in water. Okay, so let's see क्या features होते हैं. Like fish, अब देखो fish, they live in water, so they can swim. So how they can swim? क्योंकि उनके पास fins होते हैं. So with the help of the fins, they can swim. So you may be thinking कि वो breathe कैसे करते होंगे? ना, हम जब land पे हैं, तो हम breathe कैसे कर रहे हैं? We have lungs, ना? So fishes के पास lungs नहीं होते, because they are living in water, so they have gills. So with the help of the gills, it helps them to take oxygen. Oxygen लेने में help करता है ये gills. Okay, they don't have lungs. Crocodile. So if you see crocodile, they have a very long, narrow and pointed snout so that they can catch the fish. Right? Turtles. Turtles. How many of you have seen a turtles? So they if you see, they have a strong shell. Okay, बहुत hard cover होता है इनके body पे, ना? I'll show you. Yes, see, they have a very hard cover on their body. ये क्यों होता है? So that they can keep their body safe. Like कुछ भी danger आया, they can hide themselves in this hard cover. Also, they have a webbed feet. Now you see, this is a webbed feet, so that they can swim in water. Now fishes, see, this is fins. It helps them to swim. And this crocodile, they have a long, narrow snout so that they can catch the fish easily. Next is frog. Frog also live in water. So they have a webbed feet. They have gills. Like, okay, they don't have gills. If they are in water, they breathe through their skin, and they have a webbed feet so that they can swim in water. Okay. So there is a very interesting fact about a frog. बहुत interesting fact है frog के बारे में. They can live both on land and in water. वो जमीन पे भी रह सकते हैं और पानी में भी रह सकते हैं. So जब वो जमीन पे रहते हैं, they have a lungs to breathe, ठीक है? But when they are in water, they breathe through their skin. So these are the water animals, and how some will swim like a fishes, they swim. Frogs क्या करते? They jump. Crabs, have you seen crabs? They can walk on the surface of the water. Turtle क्या करते? They also swim. Crocodile, they crawl. Now, moving through the nature trail, the students they have found some tiny creatures, that is insects. वो अब क्या देख रहे हैं? Small small insect. So have you all seen insects? Then generally we see a lot of insects inside the house also and outside the house also, right? So आप बताओ कि क्या क्या इंसेक्ट्स आपके घर में होते हैं और कुछ इंसेक्ट्स बाहर भी होते हैं ना. Like easily you can find grasshoppers, ants, beetles, bees, butterflies ना. There is a lot of insect ना. अभी आप पार्क में चले जाओगे, you can easily find these small insect, but as I told you, these insects are also very important. हमारे नेचर के लिए ये भी बहुत important है. So though they are very tiny, we should not kill them. Okay? So grasshopper के पास कितने पैर होते हैं? हमारे पास तो 2 पैर होते हैं. Grasshopper के पास they have a 3 pairs of legs, यानी कि 6 legs होते हैं ना. कितना अच्छा होता है. We also would have a 6 legs ना. So grasshopper have 6 legs, 1 pair of antenna, this is an antenna, and they have wings. Sometimes some insects can have a 2 pair of wings also. Okay, so you have to identify कि कौन से insects आपके घर पे रहते हैं और कुछ insects आपके घर के बाहर रहते हैं. Take a notebook, write down the name of the insect. You can also write your answer in the comment section. So these are the tiny creatures. So this one is a grasshopper. You might have seen this. Cockroach. Tell me who have not seen a cockroach? These cockroaches are found in everyone's house, I guess. Beetle. Ant. Mosquitoes. No, this is also available in, they are present in everyone's house. Housefly. So these are very common insects found inside the house, and outside also you can find these easily. Now the students have saw so many animals, birds, insects na. Now they are very much interested in the leaves ना. जंगल में तो इतने सारे पेड़ होते हैं और हर पेड़ एक दूसरे से अलग होते हैं. उनके लीव्स आप देखो, they all are different. Okay, so you can also go to the park ना. आप तो फॉरेस्ट अभी नहीं जा रहे हो. You can go to the park and see, do all the trees have the same kind of a leaf? सारे पेड़ के एक जैसे leaves होते हैं या different होते हैं? So you can just see like color will be little bit different, the shape of the leaves will be different, the texture will be different. कोई बहुत smooth होगा, कोई थोड़ा rough होगा ना, कोई बहुत oily ऐसा ना. बहुत texture भी बहुत different होते हैं. किसी लीफ के ऊपर आप देखोगे कि थोड़ा फरी टाइप होगा. So the leaves are also different. They are different in color, they are different in shape, they are different in texture. Now आप लीफ के ऊपर आप देखोगे कि कुछ lines होते हैं ना, and these lines are called veins. Okay, these lines are called veins. और ये जो veins का जो pattern होता है वो भी leaf to leaf vary करता है. So you go to the park, okay, or a garden, identify the leaves which you can see at your home or around your surrounding, in your park. Observe the leaf, how they are. So आप देखो कि leaf के जो pattern, ये lines, they are called the lines which are present on the leaf. ये leaf पे जो lines present होते हैं ना, उसे हम veins बोलते हैं. And different leaves have a different types of a pattern of these veins. आप देखो इसमें ये pattern कैसा है? V shape, V shape, V shape, and here all are parallel. All the veins are parallel. No. So different leaves will have a different types of Ven's pattern. This is an interesting activity. What you can do is place a leaf under the paper. एक पेपर के नीचे आपको एक लीफ रखना है और ऊपर से आपको वो पेपर रखना है, ठीक है। नीचे आपने लीफ रखा, उसके ऊपर आपने पेपर रखा, लाइटली आपको क्या करना है, क्रेयॉन से रब करना है। Okay, so when you will rub, you can see the pattern will slowly starts to appear. So isn't it a very interesting activity? Try to do, and you can just take a different types of a leaf and draw the pattern. You can make some greeting cards, or you can decorate your room with this also. So as I told you, the frogs, they can live both on land and in water. वो पानी में भी रह सकते हैं और जमीन पे भी रह सकते हैं. So what we have learned in this chapter, we have to take care of the nature. We should not harm the animals. We should live like a whole family. The world is a family, and we should not harm any creature on the earth. No? So everyone is connected with another. As I told you ना कि एक छोटे से छोटा इंसेक्ट भी इस वर्ल्ड के लिए उतना ही इम्पोर्टेंट है जितना एक बड़ा एनिमल या प्लांट्स, ठीक है। सो एवरीवन इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन ईच अदर. हम सभी एक दूसरे पे डिपेंडेंट होते हैं, ठीक है। Like plants, you see, they make oxygen. We all, animals, animals, human beings, they all need oxygen. And oxygen कौन देता है, provide करता है? It is the plants. Plants provide food. अब देखो कि everyone is interdependent, एक दूसरे पे dependent है. Animals depends on plants. They spread the seeds ना, animals seeds को spread करने में help करते हैं. Water is needed by all living beings. Now all living things require water. Sunlight, plants need sunlight to prepare their food. And the sunlight provides energy for life. अगर आप suppose करो कि एक मतलब जब बारिश होती है तो कुछ एक दो दिन सनलाइट बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं होता है, हाउ वी फील सो एनर्जीलेस. पर जब ब्राइट सन निकलता है वी फील सो एनर्जेटिक. सो सन प्रोवाइड्स एनर्जी. प्लांट्स यूज दिस सनलाइट टू प्रिपेयर द फूड. वाटर इज नीडेड बाय ऑल लिविंग थिंग्स. सो इट इज अ हैबिटेट फॉर फिश एंड अदर एक्वाटिक एनिमल्स का तो वो उसका घर है ना. सो फॉर सम एनिमल्स इट इज अ होम. द water is a home for some animals. So we should protect our nature. We should care for our nature. So this is a fun activity you can do. You can make a paper turtle using old newspaper. Just try to make a paper turtle. This is a origami kind of a thing. And the next task is just find your state animal, bird and plant in whatever state you are. If you are in Delhi, you are in Arunachal Pradesh, you are in Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, find out your state animal, bird and a plant, because every state has its own state animal, bird and a plant. Okay, and put your answer in the comment. So we have came to the end of the chapter. So we have seen a lot of animals, some land animals, some water animals. Now we have seen the birds who live in they fly in the sky. We have seen the animals who live in the water, some insects, right? So what we learned from this chapter, हम क्या सीखते हैं इस chapter से ना? We always have to respect and protect all living beings, either very small ant or are a big animal. We should respect and protect all living beings. We have to follow the safety rules in the nature. If you are going to the park जाते हो खेलने, there also you should follow the safety rules. You should not pluck flowers, you should not pluck small plants or leaves. No. Observe and learn from the world around you. You have to learn lot of things you can learn from your surrounding. So we all are a part of the web of the life. Everyone is interdependent on each other. Now we depend on plants, animals. Plants depend on sunlight, water. Now animals depend on the plants. Everyone is dependent on each other. So अगर एक चीज भी मिस होगा तो क्या होगा? The system will disturb. No? So we don't want that. We want that everyone should live peacefully on this earth. Okay? So I hope you have enjoyed the class. So if you have enjoyed, please do like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next class. Till then, bye bye. Take care.